I'd say Europe is still more risk averse culturally than the US. Yeah. So if you kind of totally fail on a startup, there are still investors who probably are not that forgiving as the scene in the US maybe. So, but you're right. Like especially in terms of like diligence about environmental, social, etc. responsibility. I mean, and you mentioned AI, you can see that also being reflected, for example, in ESG. AI is part of ESG nowadays, and that's a good thing. Although I'm not happy with the current limbo the European Union is in regarding AI, nevertheless, I remember, for example, when we assessed a Gen AI company, we were really nagging them about bias because bias is a huge topic. Nobody likes to talk about who's working on that, but it is like, and the societal impact it has is huge. It's absolutely huge.
You know, there was a lot. There's I think more last year, but still this year, there's a lot of talk about AI alignment, and humans are not aligned. You know, you watch on YouTube, and it's just clear that you just watch a prompt and how it goes wrong very fast, or the AI forgets the context it's in because it has a token on it. And are you going to be doing any like strategies for overcoming these things, or?
No, I wouldn't be. I don't have that ego at the moment that I pretend to know the answer on this. I think we are so much in an explorative phase there. I mean, I just recently read this study that we deal with more and more AI generated content, but if large language models ingest AI generated content, and they do it, like I think even from the third iteration on, the results started to decline massively.
The data, if it's ingesting garbage in, garbage out of misinformation or factually incorrect information.
Even if the ingested content looks good, but that is something I don't dare to kind of to pretend to know the truth and pretend to be able to anticipate what that actually means for our society and for the evolution of AI. I have no idea.
Right.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's beyond me, but I try to at least be a student of science and you know, I went through a couple of large language model primers because I've done machine learning pipelines, I built neural networks back in the day, but understanding what is a transformer doing, what is the linear algebra happening behind the scenes to start training these vectors, right? Like that sort of study, how you get into vector search. Okay, I can grasp it, but it took a while. So it's a tricky thing.